I think we should play a game. This is a drinking game for you out there.
Okay.
Every time we say the word Krasnov, you have to drink. Okay.
Okay.
And if you don't know what Krasnov is, you'll find out.
You'll find out.
And it'll be worth it.
Oh, God.
It's so be worth it.
Should we get into it?
I think we got to get into it.
Do you want to jump into it so we can get to our guest?
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with the first 8 minutes. You want to do the first segment?
Yeah.
All right. He can't say no.
Yeah. Show tunes, man. Because again, Sound of Music, Nazis. It's all this Nazi stuff. I don't know. Okay, so I'm talking about Kash Patel. As you know, he's now like the head of the FBI.
Yeah.
He gave a real tough guy, Clint Eastwoody press conference today.
Did he?
My goodness, quaking in my boots.
Oh
Kash
my
Patel.
gosh.
He had like some Bond villain woman standing next to. The whole thing was a joke. Like, I don't know where the criminals are. I would like to see like cameras of criminals on him laughing. Like, that's a reality show,
Which eye will he be following us with? Is that terrible? That's terrible.
Whatever. Mark Burnett, if you're listening, that's the reality show that we want. Find criminals to laugh at him. And if you want to find them, you could just look in the White House. Pretty easy. West Wing is loaded with criminals.
I mean, I can't with this.
Look, all joking aside, this is really dangerous for a variety of reasons. The first reason is he has basically said over and over again that he's about vengeance and retribution. These people have been making lists of people that they don't like, political enemies of Trump, people on the J6 committee, people who, if the FBI wants to get rid of anyone who worked on the investigation into the, maybe if you don't want to be investigated for a major crime, don't fucking commit the major crime. I don't know. That's just me. It's just me. Yeah.
That's what they used to say.
You can't do the time. Don't do the crime, Donald. Anyway, but it goes beyond that. They're going to start, I think, going after people like Adam Schiff, like Liz Cheney, like Adam Kinzinger, Eric Swalwell. We're going to hear a lot of, anytime he opens his mouth, Fang starts trending. That's going to be a thing. And the reason why it's going to be a thing is because now Kash Patel, at long last, has access to the files, the mighty FBI files, which stretch back, God knows what. He has access to Hoover's stuff now, right?
Sure.
Yeah, probably a Roy Cohn file in there, I would think. But probably not going to exist for much longer.
Probably.
So my prediction, what I think he is going to do is because what he is in this universe of Trump is he's a fabulist. He's a guy who takes a couple of data points and just makes up shit with it to make somebody seem like the deep state's coming and it's the immigrants' fault and Ukraine is bad and Hunter Biden did everything.
He builds the narratives.
Yeah. He creates the narratives, right?
Yeah.
So now he has access to files. So he's going to have official documents, official government documents that corroborate his narrative. Now, he's going to cherry pick stuff. He's going to say, oh, this is a good paragraph where it's somebody saying something that someone else said. So I can say that they said it. Right.
Right.
Elon Musk is a genius.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, Greg Olear said Elon Musk is a genius. Right. No, there's no sarcasm. And we're going to see that. Right. So that's a problem. The other problem is that Trump fired the archivist. So NARA is now being run by Marco Rubio somehow.
What the fuck? This makes sense. He has a job.
Does he?
That's a very big job.
Is it?
To be the archivist? Yes.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Secretary of State. His job is to go around humiliating himself. That's his job, which frankly has been his job for a very long time.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah. So
Lil Marco.
This is all a problem because, the archives, and we'll get into this maybe a little more next week. The archives does a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff there.
We actually need a show just on the archives. Really, truly.
What's in the archives that we might not know about? Like, is there like intelligence stuff there?
There's intelligence stuff there. Every president has all of their papers and all of the, everything that happens during a presidency, even the private stuff, the confidential stuff, everything goes through the archives. Remember when Trump was tearing stuff up and people were running around like crazy in his first term going, oh my God, you can't just tear those papers up and put it like
right.
That's because it all needs to be preserved. There's actual laws around preservation of documents and preservation of anything written down, anything received,
Mhm.
any transcripts. It's all there,
Yeah.
all of it. Yeah, it's
Until
a
they
massive
get rid of it.
undertaking. Yeah,
So they can dump stuff or they can
right.
get rid of stuff, and we're never going to know. That's also a problem. Finally, he works for Trump. Like Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, Devin Nunes all have big stakes in that Trump media company,
Yeah,
which I think they still have. Were
I
they?
think
Were
I
they
don't think
forced
they
to?
divested
You know,
or put it in a whatever,
you know,
holding brick
um,
themselves out of it. So they're like his shareholders and his employees,
but right, which
and in our Justice Department.
right, they're in charge of the Justice Department, which I
God,
think we need to have
so
scare quotes over. It's
yes,
now Orwell. It's pure Orwell, where
yes,
justice means criminality.
yeah.
Because these are people that are, Pam Bondi, give her 25 grand and the problem goes away, right? Or is it
She
50
is
grand?
such a cheap date.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, that's nothing. That's for
that
these
is
people.
nothing.
That's pocket change. So
That's not even Melania's nightly hourly rate. Ding.
oh wow, but when you're a high paid consultant,